In which of the following set the materials are arranged on the basis of ascending order of their refractive index? Here four materials are given, that is air, water, kerosene and diamond. We have to arrange the ascending order of their refractive indices. So let's find the refractive indices of the materials. For air it is 1.0003 and for water it is 1.33, and for kerosene the value of refractive index is, that is 1.44, and for diamond it is 2.42. so the ascending order of the refractive indices is 1.0003 is less than 1.33 is less than 1.44 is less than 2.42. that means air is less than, water is less than, kerosene is less than diamond. So option A is the answer. So option A is the correct order of ascending order of their refractive indices.
A ray of light passes from denser medium to rarer medium. If thickness of the denser medium is doubled, then the emerging angle is. So here, suppose this is the denser medium. Suppose this is the denser medium, and this is the normal. A light ray coming from the denser medium. So light ray coming from this denser medium. Suppose this is the denser medium. Denser medium means the medium which has more density. So actually the light ray should travel like this, but here is a rarer medium. So the light ray, when a light ray is traveling from denser medium to rarer medium, it bends away from the normal. So the light ray moves like this. Here it is given that thickness of the denser medium is doubled. So the thickness of this denser medium is doubled. Then the emerging angle is emergent angle, or emerging angle means angle between this emergent ray and normal. This is the emergent angle. So this angle is not affected even though we are changing the thickness of this denser medium. So all not affected is the answer. This is the answer. So not affected is the answer. So in this bit, a myopic eye can be corrected by using a dash. That means this is the eye defect. We have two eye defects. That is first one is myopia. And second one is hypermetropia. Myopia means the person can see the objects nearer to them, but cannot see the objects away from them. So this person can see the nearer objects and he cannot be able to see the longer objects. This defect is called myopia, and it is corrected using concave lens, or biconcave lens. And hypermetropia means a person can see the longer objects clearly, but he cannot be able to see the objects set nearer to them. This defect is called hypermetropia, and it can be corrected using convex lens or biconvex lens. So you have to remember that myopia can be corrected using concave lens and hypermetropia can be corrected using convex lens. Here a myopic eye can be corrected by using a concave lens. So B is the answer. This is the answer, concave lens. Next one, a particle in a medium completes 20 vibrations in 2.5 seconds. The frequency of wave is. So frequency की formula उंदी. So frequency, the formula for frequency is number of vibrations coming in 1 second. That means number of vibrations divided by time. So it has 20 vibrations. This particle completes 20 vibrations in 2.5 seconds. That means is equal to 20 by 25 into 10. So 5 5s and 4 5s, this 2 tens, so 8 Hz. Hz is the unit for frequency, so option D is correct. Here it is a circuit problem. What will be the equivalent resistance between points A and B in the given circuit? So we have to find the equivalent resistance between these 2 points A and B. So let's watch this circuit. This capital R and this capital R, these two resistors are connected in series. So first we have to find the series connection effective resistance of these two series resistors, and then these two are parallel. So let's see the solution. So first R and R connected in series. So let's find the effective resistance in series. R series is equal capital R plus capital R. That means effective resistance in series combination is equal to R is equal to R1 plus R2. That means R plus R is equal to R. Here then this circuit becomes, in this place we have to write 2R. So this is the value 2R, and here the resistor R, remaining are same. This is R, and this is point A, and this is point B. Then this 2R and R are connected in parallel. So R parallel, effective resistance in parallel, is equal to 1 by R is equal to 1 by 2R plus 1 by R. This means 2R LCM, 1 plus 2 is equal to 3 by 2R. So 1 by R is equal to 3 by 2R plus R is equal to 2R by 3. So in this part of circuit, the effective resistance is 2R by 3. So then let this circuit becomes, capital R means capital R. In this place of circuit we have to write 2R by 3. This is 2R by 3, and R means R. So these three are connected in series. So then the effective resistance R effective is equal to R plus 2R by 3 plus R. This is equal to, so this is equal to 8R by 3. That means 8 by 3, or C is the answer. A student was asked to draw a ray diagram for formation of image by a convex lens for the following positions of the object: between F and 2F, at F, at 2F, between F and optic center. The position for which virtual image can be formed among these is. So here a convex lens, a student was asked to draw a ray diagram for convex lens. This is the convex lens, and this is the optic center, and this is the focus, and this is the 2F. So this is the focus, and this is also the 2F. So when the object is placed at between F and 2F, that means here, then the image is formed beyond 2F on the other side. So this is not the correct. And when the object is placed at F, then the image is formed at infinity. So image is formed at infinity. So this is not the virtual image. So when the object is placed at 2F, then the image is formed at the 2F on the other side. So this is not the correct. So when the object is placed at between F and optic center, then virtual image is formed in the convex lens. So this is the answer. So only option D is the case in which the virtual image is formed. The focal length of a concave mirror in air is F. If it is immersed in water, that is refractive index of water is given, that is 4 by 3, then the focal length will be. So when it is concave mirror, in case of mirrors, focal length is not changed even though they are immersed in water. So the answer is F. But when in the case of lenses, particularly in convex lens, the focal length can be changed. So in case of mirrors, focal length is not changed, so F is the answer. But observe the same question in case of convex lens also. Suppose here is the convex lens and the refractive index of this convex lens is small n. Suppose let this convex lens is placed in a medium with refractive index more than this refractive index. Suppose this is the medium and this convex lens is placed here, and the refractive index of this medium is kept n, that is more refractive index. That means this convex lens is placed in a medium with more refractive index. Then this convex lens behaves like a diverging lens. Diverging lens. It is also a most important bit. Diverging lens. That means concave lens. It behaves like a concave lens. Watch again. So when a convex lens with refractive index, some refractive index is kept in a medium with more refractive index, then this convex lens behaves like a diverging lens. In another case, the convex lens having the refractive index is placed in a medium with the refractive index less than this refractive index. That means small n is the refractive index of the medium. Then this convex lens behaves like a convergent lens or converging lens. This convex lens behaves like a converging lens, or it can also be called convex lens. So when a convex lens is placed in a medium with more refractive index, then this convex lens behaves like a diverging lens. And when this convex lens is placed in a medium having the refractive index less than this refractive index, then this lens behaves like a converging lens. So these two bits are also very important. The value of equivalent resistance between the points A and B in the given circuit will be. So here is the circuit and we have to find the effective resistance between the points A and B. Watch this circuit diagram carefully. Then these three resistors are connected in series. So let's find the effective resistance in this series combination. That means R series is equal to the effective resistance in series combination is R1 plus R2 plus R3. That means R plus R plus R. That is 3R. R plus R plus R. This is equal to 3R. Then this circuit becomes like this. This is the R and this is the R. This part of the circuit is not changed, and in this part we have to write the 3R resistor. So this is 3R resistor. So these two resistors are now connected in parallel. Let's find the effective resistance of this parallel combination. That means R parallel is equal to, that means 1 by R parallel is equal 1 by R plus 1 by 3R is equal 3R LCM, 3 times plus 1 time is equal 4 by 3R. Then R parallel is equal to reverse 3R by 4. So then this circuit will becomes, this is point A, this is resistor R, and this is point B, this is resistor R, and in this part we have to write 3R by 4 resistor, 3R by 4. Then these three resistors are now connected in series. Let's find the effective resistance. R effective is equal to R plus 3R by 4 plus R. R plus 3R by 4 plus R. So 4 is the LCM. That means 4R plus 3R plus 4R. 4 plus 3 7, 7 plus 4 11, 11R by 4. This is the answer. Effective resistance is equal 11 by 4R. This is the answer. The far point of a myopic person is 75 centimeter in front of the eye. The nature and power of the lens required to correct the problem will be. So one person is there and he is suffering from myopia, and the far point is 75 centimeters. So myopia means he can be able to watch the objects nearer to them, and he cannot be able to watch the objects away from them. This defect is called myopia, and so he can be able to watch the objects at 75 centimeters. That means this is far point. D is equal 75 centimeters. Then nature and power of the lens we have to find. Power of the lens, power P is equal 1 by F in meters, or when F is taken in centimeters, the formula becomes 100 by F when F is taken in centimeters. This is the formula for power of the lens. So first we have to find the focal length. First we have to find the F, and then we have to find the power of the lens. So focal length of a myopic person is F is equal minus D. This is also one formula. So in this way, F is equal, D means minus 75, minus D means it is minus 75 centimeters. So focal length of the lens used by the myopic person is minus 75 centimeters. Then power becomes, power P is equal 100 by F in centimeters. So 100 by F means minus 75 minus 75. So 325 and 425. So minus 4 by 3, that means 1 3s and 3 minus 1.33 diopter. It is power, so we have to write the unit, that is diopters.
So B is the answer. It is concave lens. So this negative sign indicates concave lens. This negative sign indicates concave lens, and 1.33 D means diopter. An electron enters in a magnetic field at right angle to it as shown in figure. The direction of force acting on the electron will be. So here the electron is moving like this and the magnetic field is like this. So magnetic field and electron movement are perpendicular to each other. Then we have Fleming's left hand rule. We have Fleming's left hand rule. Left hand rule. It states that when we arrange the thumb, forefinger and central finger mutually perpendicular to one another, then thumb shows the motion of the conductor and forefinger shows the field direction and central finger shows the current direction. In this way, by using this Fleming's left hand rule, so it is into the paper. So the motion of the direction of force acting on this electron is into the paper. That means like this, into the paper. So the answer is into the paper. Into the paper. Direction of force is into the paper. Direction of force is into the paper. When 1 joule of work is done to move a charge of 1 coulomb from one point to another point, then the potential difference between 2 points in a given circuit will be. So we have formula, that is W is equal to VQ. When W is work done, W is work done, and V means potential difference. V means potential difference, and Q means charge. Q means charge. So from this equation we can write it as V is equal to W by Q. That means volt is the unit of potential difference, and joule is the unit of work, and coulomb is the unit of charge. So we have the formula, that is 1 volt is equal to 1 joule by 1 coulomb. That means when one joule of work is done to move a charge of 1 coulomb from one point to another point, then this potential difference is 1 volt. So the answer is 1 volt. A is the answer. So 1 volt is the answer. So 1 volt. Power of a lens is measured in diopters. D is the answer. And here we have the formula for power of a lens. That means power P is equal 1 by f when this focal length is taken in meters. And it has another formula, that is P is equal to 100 by f. According to Newton's second law of motion, we have F is equal to m into A. F is equal to ma. This is the answer. F is equal to ma.